And we're back in a new episode of WBO Jabs. I'm your host, WBO in-house counsel, Gustavo Olivieri, accompanied by El Jefe, brother counsel, Paco Valcalce. And we have a special guest of honor today for our show. None other than 7th Division WBO, undisputed featherweight champion, the most accurate puncher in women's boxing, most landed punches in a round, 40-plus knockouts, one of the best of all time, future Hall of Fame inductee. Do I stop, Paco? None other, Amanda the Real Deal Serrano.
Keep going.
What do you think, Paco? Excited. I have no words.
Honor, privilege.
I can say what I feel when I have Amanda and Jordan, who will be with us.
Jordan's
later.
backstage, so we're gonna have him in the next session.
But you got background.
Yeah, I did a little research before.
When we have, remember this day when Amanda will be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely, first ballot.
First ballot. Everybody will vote for her. Then you have to be there, and you have to say all you said today.
You're gonna be there.
Today.
You're gonna be there inducting her.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be there, but you're gonna be there saying that because people should know how Amanda has been the biggest name in female boxing. Biggest name in female boxing. Forget about the past. Forget about the present. And forget about the future. Amanda is the real deal.
Amanda, welcome to the show.
No, thank you for having me. This is an honor to be here. Congratulations on your amazing podcast, Jabs. And it's an honor to be here with you guys.
I like the glove you got there.
Thank you. Gracias.
Look good.
Those are the big purses. She's earning out.
She got the new look. She look great. The new look.
Thank you.
How's your weight today?
Fat. No, we're up there. We trying to maintain bigger weight, staying higher, and then we just working on maintaining this weight. So when we start training, and we're gonna be training here in Puerto Rico, so I don't drop too much weight. So I'm up there.
But you look great. You look great. But Amanda, let me ask you a question. You got something inside because the decision with Katie Taylor, who was a great fighter. She's a great fighter too.
One of the best fights I've ever witnessed.
Oh yeah, great fighter, and she got his position in boxing, in the history of boxing. But tell me something. You got something inside because that happened. I was talking to Cotto, and he said that I have two stuff in his heart: Pacquiao and Margarito. He can fight Margarito and beat him, but he never fought Pacquiao again. Okay, but I know you got something special in your soul that you want to fight Katie Taylor again.
Always. I love fighting. That's put me in the ring in a fight, and that's my happy place. But yeah, with Katie Taylor, it was an honor to fight her the first time, making history with her. Selling out Madison Square Garden, making $1 million, the first female to do it. So me and Katie Taylor definitely have a different type of relationship. It's an honor to be in the ring with her. But I felt like I'd won that fight. The whole island of Puerto Rico thought I won that fight. To this day, everybody still wants to see that fight. And I believe this time I'm going to go out there. I'm going to give it all I have, like I did the first time, but just a little more. I have a little more confidence coming to the rematch. And
Are you thinking about a trilogy?
It's funny because they from the very beginning, her team said the trilogy. I was just happy for the first fight. I was like, good, let's get done with this fight because Katie, since she became a professional, everything was Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. We wasn't even in the same weight class, and everybody was comparing us. So I was like, let's just get this fight over with. I don't have to deal with her name. But me and Katie Taylor are going to be forever and just intertwined forever. But yeah, she said it. But depending on how I beat her this fight, I don't know if she will want the trilogy.
Okay, talking about the Katie Taylor Amanda Serrano rematch. Amanda recently fought Stevie Morgan. It was a catch weight.
She looked great
under the 140-pound limit. And and Jordan told Paco, and Paco told me that this fight was done in order to get you comfortable with the weight change because you're going up from 126 to 140, and you're a natural featherweight in preparation for the Katie rematch. How did you feel with the Stevie Morgan fight, making the transition from 126 to, I think the fight was contracted at 137 pounds?
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously, even at that weight, I still can make that weight. So I'm a featherweight.
Yeah, but how did you feel fighting Stevie at 130 plus pounds?
Yeah, no, we felt good. We hired a nutritionist on that fight. I was learning more about my body, how to maintain that weight, what to eat that's gonna fuel my body, and how I feel better. Speaking with the nutritionist, I found out that I was doing everything wrong. Wow. Leading up to all my other fights, like even eating right after the weigh-in, what to eat before a fight, that all triggers your body in a different way, and it fuels your body in a different way. So
you felt the difference after implementing the nutritionist health plan?
I mean, I felt a little, I felt a difference, but also it was because of my training method, how Jordan trains me. So that, but it helped. It helped.
And what about speed and power?
Yo tengo eso.
That's great.
I felt good. I felt actually good. So that's why having that fight really helped my confidence coming into this fight. And we didn't want to go back down to 126 or come up to 140 for this fight.
Good. That's not good.
So at least this whole since March, I've been maintaining the weight at 140. So when I go in there,
you need rice and beans and tostones.
I know, that's why I'm here.
And what about Amanda? The fight will be 12 plus 3 or 10 for 2?
No.
You wanted 12 times 3.
I wanted the first one. I wanted 12-3.
Wow.
My thoughts on the 12-3. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to fight for the 12-3.
You made history.
Yeah, you made history too, yeah.
After my fight with Daniela Ramos, 12-3, Katie Taylor, in an interview, she said, that's amazing. She would love to fight 12-3. But when the negotiations came for the rematch, the first and the main thing that her team insisted on, it had to be 10-2. 10-2. I was like, and then leading up to that, we didn't find, she's still the champion, right, at 135.
Yeah.
I thought the fight was going to be at 135 because
the first fight was at 135. Sure.
And then after we agreed to the 10-2, then I was like, it was at 140 though, right? I was like, so we're living by Katie Taylor rules right now.
But Amanda, you got the record because you throw a lot of punches in that fight that proved that Jordan was right when he was talking about equality, about the that women can fight, the female can fight like men, that no different. And you proved, and Jordan, that he was right when he was talking to the public and the fans that you can fight 3 rounds, or any woman can fight 3 minutes round.
Yeah, 100%.
And make money too, because the problem was that the promoter was using that not to pay the same amount of money that the man was receiving.
Yeah, if you give us the opportunity, we're gonna perform. We're gonna go out there and put on a show. Even if you give us 10-2 or 12-3. We want 12-3 because we want, like you said, equality. But we want to showcase our skills, and we have skills. But with the 10-2. Jordan always says that's a sprint for us. We got to do it super fast. And yes, obviously when my 12-3, I still fought the same way I did at 10-2. I kept coming forward, throwing a lot of punches. But when, as a professional, women adapt. So Daniela, she was on her toes. She made sure that she was going to survive the 12-3. She trained for that. She survived the 12-3. Because she knew who she was up against, a heavy hitter. So if with females, we're just like the men. Like, we have the same brains, we have everything. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna make sure that we do what we have to do.
You train for 12-3. You during the fight, you have to work on the when you're gonna fight, throw more punches, more power punches, more jabs. Fight less, less punches.
Yeah, but I didn't. I just went crazy.
You throw punches like a machine. That's your problem. That's your problem. You throw punches like a machine.
I love throwing punches.
Paco, but both Jordan and Amanda have been advocates for big changes in women's boxing. 12-3. Equality in the fight purses, giving opportunities for women, justice for women's boxing.
Yeah.
You're the first undisputed Puerto Rican boxer, both female and male. The first female boxer who has won purses of $1 million or more. The first female professional boxer who has occupied the main event at the Madison Square Garden. So you've been a trailblazer, and Jordan as an advocate also for women's boxing, and still you keep continuing making history. So
I remember when she fought in Agua Buena, Trujillo Alto for $7,500.
Wow, that's crazy.
$10,000. Cindy was fighting there too for $10,000.
Many people don't know. Yeah,
now if you see that, you sit down here, let me look back, and now all you can do, all you did for the future of the female fighters.
And another thing, you've partnered with Jake Paul, who is also a partner with the WBO. Talk to us about how his platform through social media has served you, not only you, but also now that you're signing fighters, also you're becoming a manager. How has that outlet served for you in women's boxing?
Well, it's like you've been saying, it's been a journey for my team and I. It's been a long journey, 15 years as a professional.
How many years?
And 15 years.
Wow.
15 years, and I never thought that we would have this opportunity. When Jake Paul came along, we was almost done with boxing. We was like, it was just, there was no light at the end of the tunnel. We wanted to, we already accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, and we was like, come on, this is just too much. There's nothing in it for us anymore. And then Jake Paul came along, and you said, you know what, let's do it. Let's sign with him and work with him. And that has been the best and the easiest decision that we've ever made in our career. He's changed our career 100%. He's changed our lives, and I'm just super honored and proud to be a part of MVP. And yeah.
Well, I like the way you were doing, because, I was talking to Jordan one time. He said, Paco, we have to make Amanda a celebrity, not just a world champion.
Beyond the ring.
Anybody could be world champion.
Sure.
Anybody who got,
the skills and the opportunity.
Okay, but to be a celebrity, that's another stage. That's another level.
Yeah.
And you are a celebrity, because I'm watching you billboards, TV, press, driving a car, buying a supermarket. Econo, by the way, you are doing good with Econo.
Sponsor.
It's moving up. No, I know. I moved to Econo because you. I have to be honest. I moved to Econo because you was there. That's the supermarket, the supermarket for Amanda Serrano.
She has multiple sponsorships and
I like that, because we are proud, because you are the WBO champion for a long time.
I've been since 2016.
And she's been winning fight of the year consecutively.
But she was stripped. We're gonna talk to Jordan.
Well,
the battle days.
I've been consistent since 2016. I've been your champion.
Yeah, I remember for a long time. We had to celebrate that. And you are the longest. Yeah, she's the longest.
Yeah, longest.
8 years.
But something, Paco, not only is Amanda a champion inside the ring, also outside the ring. That's what the WBO strives for. Not only having fighters win titles and participating as athletes, but becoming good citizens beyond the ring. And Amanda is the best example of what we aspire
a role model.
As a role model.
Yeah, listen, that's my number one thing. That's why I don't do what a lot of these girls do on social media. I don't curse. I try to live a nice lifestyle, because I have young girls. I have young girls looking up to me, and I want those girls. I know you enjoy
that, because I saw you at the panaderia.
Yeah, with the jacket.
Hugging.
And hugging people. That has to be one of my biggest accomplishments, to see young girls, like my fighters now, like Krystal. I have young girls looking up to me, wanting to be like me. And it's funny, now you go to the gyms and you see a lot of girls, and the coaches is like, yeah, it's all because of you. And I'm like, oh no, it's not because of me. It's because, like my sister, she inspired me, and I inspired these young girls. And it's just that's just my happy place.
And that's good because we're going to have Krystal.
We're going to have Krystal Rosado in our Spanish version of the episode. And to close your intervention in the program, talk to me about
Krystal
Rosado.
Sí,
when did you see her? What are your thoughts on her future? Talk to me about your first fighter that you signed to Amanda Serrano.
Well, I remember coming here for the first time since I was a baby. It was because of you guys. You guys invited me. You guys, when I went to Argentina and I beat the champion there, I beat your champion, and I became the WBO champion for the first time. You guys invited me back to Puerto Rico to give me my belt, and I remember landing in Puerto Rico and coming outside the airport, and I see this young, beautiful little girl with her mom. Her mom tells me I took her out of school, so she can come see me and say, "Yeah, Krystal." At that time, I don't know how old she was, but maybe like 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, and she was like, "I'm your biggest fan," and well, in Spanish, obviously, and she's like, "Yeah, I want to be just like you," And since then, I fell in love with her. I was like, oh my God, she was de Carolina también.
Wow.
So it was like we had like a little connection, and it was so cute because she kept like bothering me. She was like, not bothering me, but she was like, I want to spar with you. I'm like, look at this little girl. She wants to spar with me. And then I had an event, and she kept insisting. So I was like, okay. I had a dress on. We went to a gym, and we sparred a little bit, and I was like, I had to like hit her a couple of times to like keep her off of me. I was like, wait a minute, something is in this little girl. She's different. And then I just watched her career. As an amateur, she was going all over the place, winning different tournaments. And I'm like, when we decided to that she wanted to turn pro, or it was like, she's coming with me. I took her under my wing, and I'm super proud of her, with how she's going. And I'm proud that I'm able to help her out. Her pro debut, you want to hear this funny? And I'm glad. Her pro debut, she made more money than when I fought for my 5th division.
Wow. And that's because of
you.
And
that's because we signed with MVP. They gave me the platform so I can bring in young girls and help them. And to me, that is one of my proudest moments because of what I've done, how I opened the doors for these young girls. She was able to and I'm not a jealous person. I want her to be better than me. I want her to do more. And for her to make that amount of money, her pro debut, I was like...
That's an inspiring story, Paco.
It's amazing.
Amanda, you are a hard hitter because I know you had a hard hitter. You can hit, especially with the body.
How many knockouts? 42?
No. 31.
Okay,
31. I got 47, right? 47 wins.
Who have been hit you harder?
Who's hit me harder?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? 50 fights, and I only remember one punch. One punch that I got, and that was for Fatuma Zarika. She was a former WBC champion.
What's her name?
Fatuma Zarika. She's from Kenya. She's from Kenya. After our fights, we fought twice. After our fights, she became WBC world champion. But can you believe that? Out of 50 fights, I only felt one punch.
Wow, that's amazing. She's got a chin also.
Wow, you got a good chin.
Yes.
Wow.
And IQ. That's important. Remember, IQ means a lot. When you throw your jab, when you move this way, when you move the other way.
To me, number one is heart. If you have the heart, everything comes together. The skills, everything will all come together.
But you have to be smart, and you're smart. Congratulations.
Well, gracias, but I don't hear that too much from Jordan.
Paco, you bought your ticket. Are you going to go to Dallas there to watch the fight?
What do you think?
Paco,
put you on the spot.
Paco only comes to certain events, and he knows he has to come to my events.
We're going to be there.
But you have to show at least one day.
To the convention?
Yeah.
No, it's Jordan confirmed. I sent Jordan the letter. He confirmed. It's in writing.
Well, I have to say, wait, no, but I'm a little disappointed because how you going to have a convention and honored a fight of the year before my fight, before the fight of the year, women's fight of the year.
Because that could be next year.
Okay.
Well, you never know. Maybe we can have a surprise after your fight. Maybe do something bigger. Who knows? But we'll see Amanda in November, Paco. and eat a little brisket there in Texas?
I will be there. I'm going to be with my son who lives in El Paso, Texas. I'm going to have the opportunity to see him. And I'm going to enjoy two great fighters fighting
making
each other.
history again.
Yes, 100%.
Katie
I'm
Taylor,
super,
Amanda Serrano, we are very proud of both.
Yeah.
super honored to be in there with her once again. But this time I'm bringing Undisputed again to Puerto Rico.
That's the attitude. That's the attitude. So Amanda, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming. It's
God
an
bless
honor.
you, Amanda. God bless you.
God bless you and your family. Thanks for being here.
You too.
And we're gonna close this session because we're gonna have Jordan here for the next session. So
I hope you have enough
time. We're
time.
gonna close it with the jabs. This program is called WBO Jabs.
The jabs.
I'm a southpaw, so my jab is my right.
Okay.
Yeah, mine too.
So we're gonna at 3 we're gonna say WBO Jabs and close this session. Okay. 1, 2, 3. WBO Jabs.
With my WBO ring.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Perfect. Okay. And we're back, WBO Jabs, your host, WBO in-house counsel, Gustavo Olivieri, with El Jefe, Paco Valcárcel. And Paco, we have another special guest, the man who changed female boxing from Brooklyn, New York, but he's in Puerto Rico.
No, forget about Brooklyn, New York.
Where is he from?
Dos Boca, Trujillo Alto, Puerto
Jordan
Rico.
Maldonado.
Hey, Jordan.
Big man.
What's
So, big man, how you been?
Bien. We're good, man. We're
Welcome
good.
to the show.
Yeah, happy to be here, man.
Well,
Congratulations on the show. Much success. I've seen it. You guys did an excellent job from the very
Thank
beginning.
you, Jordan. Thank you. When we're gonna have rice and beans next?
Whenever, man. Let's go have it today.
For how long
man.
you have been in Puerto Rico now?
Well, now I've been here for a little bit over a week.
Okay.
You know, we went to New York when right before the storm the other day. You know, when I heard that there was going to be a storm on a Monday, I went home Tuesday and I came back Friday. I wanted to make sure that, you know, because my issue was the light. You know, I'm not used to that.
Okay.
So when they said that there was going to be a storm, there's going to be no lights, I was like, Amanda, pack and go.
Let's go.
Vamos a empaquetarnos, vámonos para mi casa. Y estuvimos 2 días y después regresamos.
Amanda will be training in Puerto Rico for the fight.
Yeah. Amanda, you know, Amanda loves Puerto Rico. Lo que nos pasó en tiempo anterior fue que she had went up to 138 pounds. And then when we came here, con la calor, the summer, the sweat, she dropped a lot of weight, you know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that kind of like stops us from staying in Puerto Rico, es que, you know, ella come, sube, y después...
And she will be training in Carolina in her gym?
Yeah, we have...
Amanda Serrano's gym?
Yeah, we have the gym that you guys, thank you, it's amazing.
Thank you to Jake Paul.
With Krystal and stuff like that.
That's basically the best gym in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Beautiful gym.
No, it's a beautiful gym. We were there yesterday. Ayer hicimos una entrevista con el vocero. Tenía a las chicas, Krystal, Elise, otra que tengo.
And who's sparring with Amanda here in Puerto Rico?
Well, for this, you know, it's funny you asked that. I'm glad you asked that. She's going to be working with, you know, Krystal. Krystal's very fast, rápida, es liviana, se mueve mucho. So eso va a ayudar a Amanda con la rapidez. Tengo a otra que se llama Elise Soto. Que
From here?
Another one from your
Puerto
stable
Rico,
that we were talking about.
que Amanda firmó. Tiene un récord de 6-0 con 6 knockouts.
Wow.
En el primer asalto.
Where's she from?
Ella es de Carolina.
Wow, so you're signing fighters from Carolina, you know, they can bang.
You know, no, supuestamente no tienen que ser de Carolina porque tenemos a Alexis Chaparro, que es de otro sitio, no me acuerdo dónde es, pero también estamos en planes de terminar los términos para firmar a Jean Paul, que Jean Paul es de...
Jean Paul Rivera.
Jumbo Rivera. So, no, lo que pasa
your
es
females,
que... Right,
females
the
signed
females,
with,
yeah, lo que
Carolina.
pasa es que, you know, Carolina's the best place in Puerto Rico.
I like Guaynabo better. I like Guaynabo City better. But you know, you could be right.
I could be right.
You could be right. But anyway, Jordan, Amanda will be training in Puerto Rico. You have the sparring partner here.
We're talking about Krystal Rosado.
Right, Krystal Rosado. You know, our first introduction with us is we came to Puerto Rico. She was a little girl, always chasing Amanda around, and she wanted to get, you know, a little sparring with us. So we did an event, and you know, Amanda had a dress. We didn't have boxing equipment. We didn't even have a mouthpiece. But, you know, we're looking at, it's a little girl, so yeah, we'll just play with her. No play. The minute Amanda went in there, Krystal just started letting her hands go. We were like, oh my God. So, you know, Amanda had to, you know, bang her up a little bit. And I made the mistake that I took that recording and I put it
social media.
I put it on social media. But I did it because I wanted to show how good the talent was with the women in Puerto Rico. We got criticized. Everybody was like, yo, but wait a minute, that's a little girl, man. I see Amanda hitting her. I was like, Jesus Christ, if you don't hit her, you're going to get killed because the little girl is tough. In fact, that's how she got signed with MVP and Amanda Serrano.
She's a great fighter.
We went to the gym. To
why you want her to fight tough fights every time?
Because, no, let me tell you something. It's not that you want to fight tough, but boxing changed, right? Boxing is not the same from when Amanda started, right? When Amanda started, a lot of the girls didn't have the amateur pedigree. They had only, you know, they wanted to box. They had very limited amateur. Amanda only had 9 amateur fights. So when we got into it, it was a little different. Now it's harder. Now that women know that there's money, now there's almost a female boxing match in almost every fight card. Now it's changed. So it's a little harder. And I believe that in order to make the difference, you have to be the elite dog, right? So when you see Krystal fight, Krystal fought her first 3 fights against undefeated fighters.
Yeah, you say, Paco, I don't want bombs. You know, I want to fight.
You know what it is? You know. I mean, there's a time and a place for that. Yeah. But, you know, for us, Krystal's the truth. She's the real deal. When we went to sign her with MVP, I said, look, I'm not going to talk about her. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have her spar with Amanda, and you guys tell me what you think. So the first 2 rounds, I let Krystal box. So they got to see her boxing skills. Que se movía, tocaba, bien bonito. So,
and how is it possible she make that amount of money in the first fight?
Because in the 3rd round, el tercero, yo le dije, mira, this round, no more boxing. This round, you're going to show what you made of. ¿Qué es lo que hay ahí? Y ellas se fueron al tome y dame.
Back and forth.
Amanda le partió la nariz, la boca. Ella no se rajó, ella peleó y estaba ahí Jake Paul and Akisa. Todo el mundo
what they say?
No, they're looking like, is this true? Because remember, she was an amateur. Era amateur todavía. So the first thing that came out of Jake Paul's mouth, él pegó a gritar, go get the contract. Busca el contrato, hay que firmarla ahora mismo. ¿Sabes?
Wow.
Y eso era lo que yo quería. Yo quería enseñarle, los primeros 2 rounds tuviste que tenía técnica, se movía rápida.
2 first rounds?
Right. The first 2 rounds, she did, you know, boxing, moving, you know, and stuff like that. But the 3rd round, el tercer asalto, I wanted her to show them that there was a lot, que hay cría boricua, that she's a real Puerto Rican fighter. And they went to war. That sparring session, people, just to tell you that it was not playing, para decirle que fue un guanteo de verdad.
You haven't recorded that sparring session?
No, I don't record stuff like that, but it was a real 1 round with the 7th division undisputed champion.
Wow.
Ella hizo un asalto de verdad con la campeona de 7 divisiones. Cuando salió un labio hinchado, la nariz botando sangre por ahí, pero no se rajó y lo dio todo. Al Jake Paul ver eso y Nakisa Bedarian, my partner, co-managers to Amanda, they were like, we la queremos. Right now, get the contract, let's sign her. Because if you're looking at a little girl, her very first sparring session with the very best. Ahora, si yo pongo a Amanda, take it easy. It's not the same.
Not the same. Yeah.
Pero ellos vieron que Amanda did not take it easy y la nena enseñó.
And she stayed there. She stayed there.
And let me tell you something. And I think that the reason why she fights so tough is because they're so confident in her because of what they see. They're overly confident because they witness.
She showed that she can fight.
They witness Krystal Rosado
talent,
go,
skills, guts, heart.
2 rounds boxing, 1 round toe to toe. And I'm telling you, it was brutal. It was designed to be that way. It's not something that you do all the time.
Yolanda,
it's not something, but you have to do it.
Let me ask you a question, and this is very personal. But you're my friend, I can ask you. People think that you are tough guy, and I know you got a big, the nicest heart I have been known is Jordan.
Yeah.
He call you, hey Paco, how you been? How your family? This and the other. You are a nice guy, but you have people think that you are tough because they see you there in the corner.
My thing is this, I was born and raised in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I've been to prison, so I have an attitude. I have a protective, I'm very, very protective of my girls. Sure. It's funny because, I was just talking about women the other day, and I'm saying how us men were fascinated with women, right? We love women, but in power, men always take advantage of women. Because if you look in sports, they take advantage of women. Como te dijo Amanda, en su quinta división, Amanda cobró lo que cobró
estar en la primera.
En su primera pelea.
That means that she make more money?
Yeah, she made more money. Krystal made more money in her debut than Amanda made fighting for her 5th division.
And I remember when she fought for 7,500 in Trujillo Alto.
And no, when we fought in your show, do you remember she fought
WBO convention boxing show?
We tied Miguel Cotto's record. We went for our 4th division. We fought Alessandra Lazar. She was undefeated. And we fought her in your show. Amanda got from Lou DiBella $4,000 for that fight. So Lou DiBella, que era el promotor, was my promoter. He gave Amanda 4,000 pesos para pelear en la convención contra Alessandra Lazar. Ahí estaba Miguel Cotto, que ese fue el día que Amanda empató las 4 divisiones, para que tú veas que en ese tiempo Amanda wasn't making no money. So we wanted to make sure that Krystal doesn't have that
And
problem.
I remember when she fought against my I didn't want her to fight for 7,500 in Trujillo Alto without TV and that stuff. Right. And also, she fought somewhere for 10,000 in Argentina.
Yeah, we fought. In fact, when we won the WBO title, we went to Argentina. We fought the champion, Maria Maderna. She was making her 5th title defense. They gave Amanda $4,500. We went to Argentina. We were 135 pounds. Amanda knocked out in the 6th round. But yo le hice trampa a ellos. Porque,
What do you mean?
Yo le hice trampa a ellos porque, y lo digo aquí, los quiero. Ellos querían pelear con Cindy Serrano. Y la pelea era con Cindy Serrano contra María Maderna, que Cindy era 135.
Originally, Cindy was going to fight.
Right, María Maderna. But what happened was, Cindy me estaba dando problemas para bajar a las 135. So yo lo llamo y le digo, mira, tengo un problema. Cindy puede que no me haga el peso y la pelea se te puede caer. Para que no se te caiga la pelea, yo tengo la hermanita que es chiquita, es 122, 26, pero no hay que cambiar la promoción porque es Maderna contra Serrano todavía.
And they thought that they gonna have a piece of cake.
Like, sí, porque es chiquita. Y yo dije, sí, pero yo lo que quería era porque cuando uno va a pelear en casa ajena, una decisión, obviamente, la mayoría de las veces no te la dan. So yo dije, con Amanda, yo iba confiado que tenía dinamitas en las manos.
You were trying to avoid a hometown decision.
And I said, y cuando ellos esa es esa es la, María Maderna, casi 6 pies de estatura,
6
una
feet
mujerota, y Amanda, ella decía, esa es la que va a pelear conmigo. Y yo decía, ella es la que va a pelear contigo. Ay, qué chiquita y todo el mundo. Pero tremenda persona, muy amable. Hasta el día de hoy es hermanita de nosotros, familia. Y Amanda fue y le dio un knockout en el sexto asalto.
Why they didn't want the rematch?
No, you know what's funny?
They got the rematch clause in the contract.
El contrato dice, si Amanda gana,
If Amanda
le
wins,
damos un
rematch clause.
y tenemos que tener la opción de
Options.
sus próximas 3
Next 3
peleas.
fights, yep.
Después que Amanda le dio un knockout, él me dice, mira, cógela, llévatela y haz lo que tú quieras. Me dijo, porque yo no puedo seguir trayendo esa nena aquí que me siga noqueando las de acá y la gente va a decir que yo soy un vendepatria.
Okay,
So he
say
said
that.
yes.
No, speak
He said
English,
yes.
yeah.
So the contract was if we beat the champion,
The rematch?
we get the rematch, and they also had options for the next 3 fights.
And she was a tall.
She was almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And then so when we won the fight and
By
knocked her
knockout,
out, they called me back and they were like, listen, forget the rematch, forget the 3 fights, take your fighter and go somewhere else. I said, what happened? I didn't have a promoter. I was so excited. I was like, yes, I'm going to get 3 fights. I said, Amanda, we got 3 fights. He was like, I can't do it. I cannot keep bringing that girl to Argentina to knock our girls out. You know, I'm gonna look like, you know, I'm selling my country out. You know what I'm saying? So they wind up letting us go our own, and that's why the WBO had to strip us.
Yeah, but people said that, WBO have been very kind.
No,
very,
not that day.
You know,
not that day.
benevolent.
No,
They don't know. They don't know that.
They don't know that.
People say, la gente dice, no, que la OMB, que, you know, I'm going to talk. Que la OMB only does, hace lo que Amanda quiere. Pero en ese tiempo, we didn't have a promoter, no teníamos promotor. So what happened? A los 6 meses de tener el título, we had to defend it. Pero sin promotor no había defensa. Y lamentablemente yo abro el email and my email says, you know, thank you for being our champion. If you cannot provide a date for an opponent to defend your title, we're going to be forced to vacate the title and strip us. And that's what happened. The WBO, you know, cordially, I mean, by the rules, they send us, you know, enforce their rules. They send me the letter. I didn't have a promoter. I didn't have a place to defend the title. And, you know, and we promised each other, you know, talking to you, that we would do it again. And like Amanda said, in 2016, Amanda became the WBO champion and has been a world champion every single day from that day.
For how long now?
8 años.
Wow, she's the
8
longest.
years.
And also you got Cindy, Amanda at the same time.
Yeah, and then that was another
record,
thing. I mean, with the WBO, I mean, we've always loved the WBO because it's close to the heart, right? Sure. This is a Puerto Rican-based
sanctioning
body. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's just for Puerto Ricans, but because it's stationed in Puerto Rico. So out of all of them, it kind of like touches the heart, and we were like, you know what, we wanna be part of Puerto Rico. So there was an opportunity when Cindy was doing really, really well. Cindy had won like 8-9 fights in a row, and Amanda was champion at 126, but wanted to drop down and win the title at 122. So Cindy was the highest rated, you know, era la más ranqueada. Yeah. So I was like, hey, we started thinking, I said, it would be like amazing to have both fighters and
at the same time.
Right, we petitioned and the WBO granted it, and on December of that particular year, Cindy became a world champion, and Cindy and Amanda became, in fact, they're in the Guinness Book of World Records, the first 2 sisters to become world champions
at the same time.
Now, después de nosotros, the 2 Mexican, Lulu and Mariana Juarez became champion, and in Argentina, Daniela Bermuda y Evelyn Bermuda became WBO
champions as well.
Right, so now there's 3 3 to 4 sets of sister champions, but the first ones were from Puerto Rico.
Why you insist on having Amanda fighting 12-3?
Okay.
12 rounds, 3 minutes.
Let's do something, Paco. We got to close the show. We got to do now the Spanish version. We'll bring that topic in the Spanish version with Jordan again, so we can have Krystal also. The producer said we have to court time. We'll have Jordan on the Spanish session.
Okay, perfect.
To all our followers, follow us on social media platforms, WBOboxing.com, our official website. We have the convention October 28th through Friday, November 1st. Jordan, we're going to have you in our Spanish version. We're going to talk about, we're going to leave that topic on the table about why you wanted to make history fighting 12 rounds, 3 minutes, okay? So we'll see you. To all our followers on social media, subscribe on the YouTube page, and let's throw the jab. WBO jabs.
Eso, right hand.
Con la sortilla.
That's great, yeah.